Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. I want to say happy Canada Day to each and every one of my Canadian brothers and sisters. Hope you guys had a wonderful day and hope you did something fun. Today I didn't want to spend my whole day in the kitchen, so I just made a sponge cake and I'm gonna do an icing for the sponge cake today since it's Canada Day and my kids are Canadian born. I want to do something that represent Canada Day for them. I'm gonna be doing a Canadian flag cake. It's simple, just a sponge cake and the red and white icing shape of a maple leaf. So if you want to see how I'm doing this, come on down and let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna start with for this cake is my sugar, and I'm using brown sugar for my sponge cake today. What I did, I went ahead and I blended up a little because the grain of the brown sugar that I'm using is very coarse. So I'm helping to break the sugar crystal down before I add the butter. I decide today that I'm gonna use the Maid Miriam flour from Guyana, and this was given to me from that beautiful lady Lita. She is the person who brings these flour to Canada and distribute them to different store here in Canada. So I'm gonna use this flour for the first time. I'm trying it out with the cake today and I want to see how this cake is gonna turn out. So I just weighed my butter here, and today I'm gonna be making half pound of sponge cake. So I weighed half pound of flour, half a pound of butter, and I'm gonna also weigh half a pound of sugar, and I'm using 6 eggs. So I'm gonna start battering the butter and the sugar. So now we're gonna start mixing up the cake. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break 6 eggs into a pot. I'm gonna whisk those eggs up and then add it to the flour and sugar batter. So my butter and sugar is coming along nicely. So in this process here, I'm gonna start whisking the eggs. Right over here I have my 6 eggs broken. I'm just gonna whisk this up until it's nice and fluffy before I fold it into my sugar and butter, which will help those additional sugar crystals to melt quicker. So my egg is nice, it's all whisked up. I'm gonna add it into my cake batter. So right here, I think I'm gonna go in with half of the amount, and I'm gonna whisk this back up, and then I will add the other half and then mix everything together. The batter is looking very nice and fluffier now. I still think there's some more sugar crystals, so I'm gonna clean the sides off. We will add the rest of the eggs to the batter. The process is almost done. So this is where I'm gonna add my almond essence. You can add mixed essence or any kind of essence that you like. Since it's a sponge cake, I'm just gonna add some almond essence. So I just added that, and I'm gonna grate some nutmeg because nutmeg goes really nice with sponge cake. And this is my favorite part because I really love the scent of fresh nutmeg into sponge cake. So we're gonna add a good amount, about a teaspoon in here, but until I can smell that nutmeg scent all over my kitchen. So you can see that good amount of nutmeg that I added. My kitchen smells so nice. I'm gonna add my flour, my Maid Miriam flour, and I'm not adding baking powder into this because I heard that this flour already have baking powder inside. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this will work out well because if I add more baking powder I already have, the cake will be very stiff. So now I'm gonna mix this in a little before I start the mixer back, because the flour is gonna go flying all over if I just put the mixer in here right away. So I put the cake into a baking dish greased with butter and some flour on the bottom. My oven is ready on 350-degree oven. I will cook this until a toothpick can come out clean, and I will show you the next step. So here I have the sponge cake, and I'm going to be using my icing sugar. This batch here I will mix with some milk, and this will be my white batch, and I just need a little bit to mix with some red coloring for my maple leaf. So I'm gonna get started with that. So a little bit of milk, and this is what I have for my icing. Once it's dried, it's gonna get harder. So I'm gonna start putting this on top of the cake. So now I'm layering the icing on the cake. I'm not a professional icing cake person, but I'm gonna do my best for you guys and my kids. So we are now at a good part. It is not easy at all, because to shape this with the points are very, very difficult, but we made it. Not perfect, but it's looking good, and I hope you guys like it, because it's very late. I'm tired. We went out and came back, and I just want to do this because it's Canada Day, and I want to do something to signify the Canada Day holiday. So I know many of you might want to know what is Canada Day. Canada Day is to celebrate the anniversary of Canadian Confederation that occurred July 1st, 1867, and that's why we celebrate Canada Day on 1st of July. It is actually a statutory holiday, so we do get a day off, no school, no work on that day, and it's usually celebrated with fireworks. Every 4th of July there is fireworks in every park, at the lakes, and all over the place. And some places they have parades, they will have carnivals and fairs and concerts, and most people do a big barbecue and picnic on that day. So it is actually a beautiful day, and the best of it, it's in the summertime when people can go out and have fun. Last year it was a little bit different, but this year a lot of people did outdoor stuff, and some people did their picnics and barbecues. So it was a good year actually compared to last year. Here is our Canada flag cake. Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian brothers and sisters. This cake give me a fight. It's not perfect, but guys, I try my best when I want to do something. So here it is, and I want to say that I'm proud to be a Canadian citizen of this beautiful country with a lot of opportunities and a place where I can raise my kids and my family. So I'm very proud to be a Canadian citizen. Happy Canada Day to each and every one of you. I don't know if I should cut this cake. It looks so beautiful. So let me decide what I'm gonna do. So guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please consider doing so. Until then, I am very full at the moment, so I'm just gonna take a little piece on the side, because I don't like to do a video and don't taste for you guys. So it is like 12 midnight, but I'm just gonna take a little bite of the sponge cake, and here it is. Happy Canada Day once again to all my Canadian brothers and sisters. Amazing. I can taste the nutmeg in there and just a little hint of the icing on top. It's not a lot, not a thick layer. Amazing. This will do nice with a nice warm cup of tea. I want to say to you guys, stay blessed, stay safe. Bye for now.